right, it is almost 9 o'clock on a Monday. Hopefully this is the last time we're putting gas into this thing. We are on our way to Ohio for a surprise. Let's go, 8 hours ahead of us. All right, so we are coming up on Buffalo, and we decided we're gonna stop and grab some food because we're starving and we never ate today. And as we're ordering, Alice is like,
the Happy Meal toys are Mario Kart, and he put one in the bag for me. Even though he totally laughed at me when I was like so excited about them. And then I wish I had looked before we left because I would have thanked him, but I'm so excited.
We're like, these are literally the best Happy Meal toys.
So cute.
They've had them forever because they're always suck.
And it's Luigi.
And the guy's like laughing.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That's awesome. All right, we got some burgers. We're gonna make it to Erie, Pennsylvania tonight. So leave 3 hours in the morning. Here we go.
Yay.
Thank you, guy. So we drove most of the night, ended up in Erie for at like 2 in the morning, got up at 6 and headed over to the Dodge Chrysler here in Toledo, Ohio, are saying goodbye to our noble steed. I've had this truck since 2017. It's not really in the channel very often because honestly it's just like a work truck. We put the plow on it like 4 years ago. It's just constantly has issues. It's got a gas leak. It's getting rust everywhere. Here, the frame is getting, there's actually a spot in the front that's a little punky, but we didn't tell them that. I've replaced the steering gear, the oil pan's rotted off. I did not take good care of this truck. Look at this paint. That's how the whole thing is. And it's just time to let it go before it becomes more of an issue. This truck was almost paid off, and it was a asset that we have. This is sitting there rotting away, so why not take advantage of that asset? What'd you get, baby? How long have you wanted your Durango?
Forever.
Forever? Are you happy? Are you gonna drive it for the first time? It was worth the trip to Ohio, right? Yeah. I love you. So, as you can see, this is a 2021 SRT 392 Durango. It is not brand new, but it's the lowest miles I could find in the country. Drove to Ohio, picked it up. What are you doing? Snooping on me?
I was listening.
You're such a goof. These things are nasty. They're 475 horsepower, so not quite Hellcat levels. We looked forever for a Hellcat, and just the difference in price is almost $40,000 to $50,000. Like, this thing alone costs more than my Hellcat costs, which is ridiculous. I don't understand why the Hellcat ones are so expensive, other than just it's an SUV, it's more convenient, and there's only 2,000 of them. There's only about 4,000 a year of these. This is one of the more common colors, but what is uncommon is the interior package and the performance brakes. Like, these have the same multi-piece 6-piston Brembos. It's got everything you can get besides a Hellcat motor. So this interior is so nice too. The color. So this interior package is really hard to find. The one thing that's kind of disappointing is it does not have the center console. There's some that you can get a center console in the middle. We'll have to try to find that because I know that was something she really wanted. We had to compromise on a couple small things, but it does have autonomous cruise. It's got the infotainment package. It has a performance package. It has everything besides the little captain's chair console, and it doesn't have the color she wanted. Even though this is sick looking, she wanted either F8 green or octane red. So we compromised. We said we'll get this. If she ends up hating it, we'll just get it wrapped. And let's see her drive it. We're gonna record your first drive once you get
you
going.
put me in a weird spot.
I did put you in a weird spot. I won't record until we're on the highway. But this is the interior. So many buttons. You would think this is like a 1993 like Grand Prix.
Yeah, but I like it because you don't have to go through the digital settings for your heat and vented seats, and I have to in my van.
That's true. So when this thing dies, of course, within like 3 or 4 years,
Jinx it.
You can still hit buttons and make it do things.
Don't jinx it.
We have just 1,000 miles, which if you're ever buying a car like this, I highly recommend not buying new and buy one that has low miles, because you don't pay the gas guzzler tax, you don't pay any performance car taxes. That's one way to save a little money, and you save about 10 grand right off the bat.
Let some other schmuck do that.
Yeah, let some other person do that. This car was owned by a guy for only 3 months and traded in with only like 800 miles on it. So, I don't know. I don't know why, but it seems to run real well. It shows no signs of wear. Like, look at this. I mean, these are junk, but this is still wrapped. What, baby?
You just want to make fun of me.
No, she keeps saying the brakes are so touchy.
They are compared to my ones in my van that you cooked.
Yeah, I did kind of cook the brakes in the van forever ago. But she's doing pretty good so far.
Okay,
I think that you're going to head towards Cleveland. Yeah, he's kind of like trying to kill us here.
Yeah. Well, he's going all the way over. Come on now.
I don't know why that guy's doing that. You can get over now.
I'm not going to be able to get through. Oh, I can go over one more. I see.
There you go. This thing sounds awesome.
Yeah, but it's not real loud in here.
No, it's not loud in here at all. But it sounds so good outside, and it cracks and pops between gears. I don't think she's gone over 2,000 RPM, and she's going like 90.
I'm going less than 80.
Yeah, now you were just going faster on accident. I will say that you have no idea how fast you're going, because it just feels so smooth and big.
Yeah, it does.
Like earlier, when we first took off, I had it up to 100, and she's like, I had no idea. I would have yelled at you if we're going anywhere near that speed. So, a lot of people are probably going to be like, why did you get rid of your truck? Well, for people that don't know, we've had that truck since 2016, no, 2017. And the first year, we put 20,000 miles on it. The next year, we put 10,000 miles on it. And then from there on out, the most I've ever put a year on it was 3,000 miles, and it's just been sitting there rotting away. Every time I go to use it, there's more stuff wrong with it, because you can't just let vehicles sit. We don't have any true use for that truck other than once in a while towing race cars and once in a while plowing. Why have a $20,000 to $30,000 truck just sitting there for no reason rotting away, when I could pick up a plow truck at an auction for like $2,000 to $3,000 as a complete beater, and then use that equity and payment price to have this for her, because she's been wanting one. She's wanted a Hellcat Durango. Well, she's wanted a Durango longer than I wanted a Hellcat, because probably 10 years ago she had a, was it an 03? We had Big Blue, our 318 powered Durango, the first gen. And ever since then, she's like, I want one so bad. I want one, please get me one. I'm like, I'm not getting you some 3.6 piece of shit one. We're gonna wait until we can get you a nice one. Well, this is her nice one, and we had to use the truck to sacrifice to do it, but really it makes it so I don't really have any. My insurance went up $29. $29 over a 6-month period.
Yeah, but we changed the coverage, and the coverage is actually better on this than it was.
Yeah, the coverage is better, and it's only $29 more than what the truck was.
For 6 months.
Our payment is not really that much more, honestly, between the two. The truck is gone. It's out of my life. We're not spending money on it. We had done so much work to that thing over the last year or two that just is only because of sitting. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it on a cheap beater old truck, not something that's a 2016. And use the fact that we made payments on time for a long time to pay off, to get Alice what she wanted. It's so nice in here. We're gonna head home, show the kids. So if you see us cruising in this, yeah, it is us.
You won't be able to see us through the tint.
Yeah, you won't be able to see us through the tint. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for having tint on this, but luckily I know a guy, so we'll figure it out. thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you down the road. Maybe we'll do some polls or something with this at some point to show you what it really rides like. Here's a sneak peek of the video coming out the next day or two of us diagnosing and seeing what's wrong with the Beetle. And it's alive.